What's up? It's 5-star and it's NFL Week 17 picks, the final week. Atlanta over St. Louis. Now, it should be no problem for Turner and Ryan to have big days, especially if they want a chance at winning the NFC South. New England over Buffalo. Now, the Patriots really want to win this AFC East, so they need to beat these Bills and then hope that the Jets can beat the Dolphins. So I look for the Castle-Moss combination to have a big day. Cincinnati over Kansas City. Another pointless game. But like I said last week, the Bengals want to go out on a good note, so look for another too little, too late win. My upset of the week is Detroit over Green Bay. Now I know this is a stupid pick because Detroit hasn't won a game yet, and they're playing at Green Bay. But come on, I didn't get to say Detroit at all this season, and maybe they saved their best for last. Indianapolis over Tennessee. And this is my game of the day, unless Manning and Young don't start. And in that case, I think it comes down to who has the better backup quarterback. And I think the Colts take it hands down. The Giants over Minnesota. And this all again comes down to who the coaches decide to start. But I think the Giants found out last week that Ward is a great backup to Jacobs. So they're going to take that momentum and run all over the Vikings defense. Carolina over New Orleans. And if the Titans and Colts don't start their starters, then I think this is my game of the day. Seeing Carolina lost a big game last week against the Giants, I think they're looking to make up some momentum going into the playoffs, and it's going to be a big battle going into New Orleans at home. Pittsburgh over Cleveland. And even with Pittsburgh sitting their starters, I don't think that their backups will have a problem beating this all mixed up Browns team. Tampa Bay over Oakland. And this is do or die for the Bucs. Now, I don't think they're going to have a problem beating the on-again, off-again Raiders at home. But if they do, they don't deserve to go to the playoffs anyway. Chicago over Houston. Now, I saw both sides of this Bears team last Monday, and I'm hoping that the team that showed up in the second half shows up against the Texans fucking phone if they want any chance of continuing their season. Baltimore over Jacksonville. Now, Baltimore needs this win badly, so if their defense, which I had a whole lot of faith in a couple weeks ago, can show up and stop this run, they'll force Garrard to throw the ball, and the ball hog Ed Reed will be there waiting for it. Washington over San Francisco. And sadly, I think the Niners are going to sit Gore for the last game. So Portis and Campbell should have no problem beating this 49er defense. But look out for the 49ers next year now that they have a good coach, a good quarterback, and a good running back. Be ready for them. Miami over the Jets. And both of these teams need this win. And I think that the Dolphins have a little bit more fight in them this late in the season. And I hope they get this win, because that means they went from being the worst team in the NFL last year to the playoffs. And there's no reason why Tony Sparano should not get the Coach of the Year. Philadelphia over Dallas. So I think the Eagles want this win a little bit more because they're at home. And plus, we all know how Romo plays in must-win situations. Arizona over Seattle. I know the Cardinals are already in the playoffs, but I think they need their starters to have a good game and get some momentum back on their side going into the postseason. San Diego over Denver. These Chargers look like they're on the way to steamroll the Broncos and get into the first place in the AFC West and securing their place into the playoffs. Well, that's 5-stars, Week 17 picks, and thus concludes my regular season. So tell me what you thought about this week's picks, and go check out the rest of the season's picks. Thanks for watching, and tune in next week for my special playoff picks. And for the playoffs, I got a little bit tricks up my sleeve, so they'll be a little bit different than this whole season's been, but I hope you like it. Good luck to all your teams, and I'll see you next week.